today's video I'm doing a little confessions video. So I had like a little thing on my Instagram story and people just left their like weird confessions or whatever, so I'm just gonna be responding to them, so keep watching. Okay, so the first confession is I'm in a relationship and I'm in love with another person. This is kind of bad, like, for real. I don't get people who do this. Like, they're in a whole committed relationship, but like low-key they have feelings for someone else on the side, and then like next thing you know they end up cheating, and it's like, no, like literally just get out of that relationship. Why are you wasting your own time when you could be with that person who you actually love? Why are you wasting your partner's time? You know, like they're over here thinking like, well, like nothing's wrong, and you're thinking about someone else. Like that just makes no sense to me. The next one is I'm in love with a white boy, and this girl, like, I did check her page, she is black, so obviously there's a whole like mixed relationship thing. There's a whole stereotype about dating someone that's like white or like opposite your religion or whatever culture. And then so it's like, I don't know, like this can be a big deal for some people, but at the same time, like, is not really a big deal. You know, if you love them, you love them. But for me, like, personally, my preference is a black man specifically, just because I want someone who can understand my culture and struggles, and I've just always imagined myself with a black man, you know. And then but at the same time, there has been a part of me that's like, oh, like what if like someone who's Asian or Hispanic, they come along and they treat me like a queen? Like, what am I gonna do, you know? Because I feel like in the back of my mind it's like, nope, black man, like no matter what. Like, but at the same time, these black men be the weakest links. Like, it is so hard to find a good one. So it's like, I can understand, like I see why people be like switching different races and stuff, because sometimes it be your own race that don't like you, you know, because black women are like the least desirable women out there. So I can see like why, you know, it would be a big deal to someone. I'm struggling to get over this breakup. Yeah, breakups are hard to get over. Sometimes it's been a while for me since I've been doing that. But yeah, I feel like both of my relationships in the past, they were low-key like hard to get over. Like, it's like even my ex from like 4 years ago, it's like sometimes I'll still think about like the times we had and all that. It's like I'm completely over him, you know, like that was someone I loved in the moment and whatever. I'll probably still always have love for someone because that's just how I am. Like, someone can do me dirty, like really bad, but at the end of the day, it's like I was with them, like I love them at some point. I'm not about to like bash them and do all that stuff. So it's like I'll still think about it from time to time because those are memories. Some of those memories help shape you into who you are, you know. They like helped you make certain decisions, and it just like you grow from it, you learn from it. But I can understand like it's hard, you know, because they'll be like, oh, girls spend like weeks or months crying and then they're like perfectly fine after, but then guys be like perfectly fine, but then months later they be crying. So it's like people get over things in different ways. Like, if you're more emotional, obviously it's gonna take you longer to get over it. I'm in love with my crush. Oh, I feel like this situation is awkward because like it's a crush. Like, have you talked to them before, or is it just like a guy you never talked to and you just have a crush on him, you know? Because for me, at one time it did feel like that. Like, there was this one guy, I was like totally obsessed with him in like middle school, high school, stuff like that. It just went on forever, you know, and like I could tell that he liked me, but it's like back then we were both like shy, awkward. I wouldn't really talk to people like that. I wasn't necessarily interested in dating. We would just like be having these like staring contests back and forth all the time, you know, but it's like we never said anything. So now I'd be thinking back, I'm like, what if we did say something? Like, what would it have turned into and all that stuff? But at the same time, it's like when you don't talk to someone, you start to like imagine things in your mind, and you'll be thinking of things like that isn't really them, you know. You could be like, oh, like what if he does this, what if we did that, and but in your whole time, like he doesn't even like you, or that's not even really his personality, you know? So it's like, it's best to just go talk to people, because now it's like, I do regret like not talking to him, because like we could have been like good friends, who knows, you know? But I don't know, I just suggest like talking to people, unless like you absolutely know they just aren't gonna be into you, then maybe just keep it a crush. I don't know. I miss him, but it was just a situationship. Yeah, I feel like these are the worst. Like, situationships be harder than like actual relationships sometimes, because it's like, for me, situationship is like someone who I'm like friends with, might be doing stuff with them, but it's like they might not want a relationship, or I don't want a relationship just yet, and it's like, so we're just like in this little thing where it's like we're not talking to other people, we're just talking to each other, doing stuff with each other, like that's it. But it's not like official, like no title or anything. So that's kind of like awkward, and I hate that, because I've had like 2 of those, I think, and it's like one of them was like toxic and he was just trash, and then I finally just like was like, no, like I can't do this anymore, and had to let that go. But the other one, it was like, I'm like still sad that that ended, because it's like, we, of course, you start off as friends first, and then stuff doesn't work right, and then you fight, and then it's all over, you know? It happens that fast. And part of me is like the most I'd be missing from these people is memories, you know? Like, I miss like being able to have someone to go places with, do stuff with, miss going to their house, like stuff like that. Like, I'd be missing the memories, like most of anything. But it's just annoying. I love this guy, but his D is trash. I don't know, I feel like this is like fixable. Like, you just gotta like tell them. Guys are clueless, they don't know our bodies. But if you've been together for years and he's still trash after you've told him, then just leave. Because I feel like if you're a sexual person like that, and you actually like, you like need that, you want to feel pleasured and stuff, like just leave, you know? If you've like told them, if you've communicated and did all that stuff. But if you haven't communicated, then you might as well talk to him. And it is hard to do that, because like, I don't know, like back then I used to hype people up and be like, yeah, like I'm so into this, blah blah blah. Like, everyone knows that girls be faking it and stuff like that, and it's like so easy to fake, and guys be getting all like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, but in reality he's not doing anything. So I feel like we just need to stop hyping up these guys, you know, because then they think they're all that, but they aren't, you know? So it's like, just flat out like tell them, be like, nope, this is trash, I just start over, rewind, like start this over, like that's not it. So just communicate with your partner or whatever, just tell them. I don't know how to French kiss. Me either, for real. I mean, I don't know, I remember watching like those videos when I was younger, and be like, how to kiss and whatever, and I'm like, I never did the where you like practice, you like hold your hand out and you like practice making out with your hand. I never did that, because I thought that was weird. But it's like I wasn't really prepared for it. Like, my first kiss was trash, and like I feel like that was just him that was a bad kisser, you know? Like, I didn't know what I was doing, and he was like, yeah, like blah blah blah, and he was like licking my face like a dog. So that was like the worst kiss ever. And then after that, I'm thinking like, oh, like, am I just bad at this? Like, am I trash? But then like every guy after that told me like I was a good kisser. So I'm like, yeah, it was definitely him. But like, French kissing is just weird to me. Like, I don't know, I be kissing straight on. I've seen people kiss like sideways and like upside down. Like, it's just, I don't know, I'm just like basic. I like basic stuff. But yeah, that was it for this confessions video. If you like that, go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Make sure you subscribe, like subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.